Don't resist, you'll make it.
Sub to our Rumble, where we go live now most of the time, and you get to see a bunch of videos that, well, that aren't with us anymore, and some new stuff. So be sure to check out the Rumble as well and sub. What's up, guys? Be sure to sub to the locals. You get to see a ton of content on here. It's only $4 a month. Really helps us out. Obviously, with this platform being in limbo all the time, we don't know what's going to happen next. So be sure to sub to the locals. Bunch of content that's not with us anymore, and a bunch of new stuff too, and stuff from 2019. So be sure to sub to the locals. It will be in the pinned comment. It's only $4 a month, very cheap. And we got some spicy Stinghouse footage on here, and we got some stuff that I'm very scared to release on this platform. So be sure to sub to locals. It lets us it enables us to keep traveling the most and catching the sickest. All you got to do, help support us here, $4 a month. Anyway, enjoy the video. Be sure to sub to the Rumble too in the pinned comment.
Oh. She outside?
I'm sorry, you're scared.
It's right here, it's right here. To the left.
How's it going, sir?
Why you're on my property?
Oh, yeah, we're just kind of looking for directions.
Where are you heading to?
Flint.
Out of your way you want to go?
Well, we want to go to Flint.
Well, if you go down this road, make a right. That's M25. It's going to go to Port Huron.
Okay.
Lakeport is going to be a small town. It's going to be like a red store.
Yeah.
So keep going that way. You're going to go into Port Huron. I don't know if you know Port Huron. You know Port Huron any?
We're not from really around here. I have like a map in here so I can show you. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I saw a car coming. And I'm like,
Yeah. I'm Gordon, man. Nice to meet you. Whoa. God, your hands are freaking dark. What happened?
I'm a painter.
You're a painter?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got a pen?
Picasso?
You got a pen or?
No, I have these messages to Emily I need to talk to you about. Okay. We're just here to have a conversation, dude. All right. I have two people with me to film, all right, for safety reasons, because we're not coming onto your property to hurt you or anything like that or take anything from you. That's why the cameras are there, just in case if you go tell anybody like, oh, these people came onto my property and did this to me, blah, 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 blah. No, we're literally just here to have a peaceful talk, all right?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Am I in trouble?
I'm no law officer. I can't hold you here or anything, but I just want to have a talk. All right? That's cool. I mean, I think you should. I think you probably should, because we both know what was said here and everything.
I didn't know what she was.
What?
How old she was.
Okay.
I'm not no pedophile or nothing. I just
relax, dude. I know. Okay, just slow down. I know you're a good dude. Okay, so I'm here having a talk with you. Just I know it's nerve-wracking with all of this happening. Okay, I get it. But you know, we just recorded the phone call. Okay, and I think that was you on the phone. Okay, and you said verbatim, you're 11 years old.
And I'm 26, and it scared me. I want to be friends with her, but I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
I don't want nothing to do with her. If I would have known.
Okay. Well, I mean, on the phone yourself, you said you're 11 years old, man. I mean, she told you this the first message. I mean, you know.
I felt like this was a setup, and I didn't want to get in trouble.
No, I get that, but I mean, she told you she was 11 first message. You know that. I mean, did she? Is that a yeah? Is that? Are you like shaking your head no, or is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just.
I mean, this started in August, and the first message was here. Do I know you? She said no. You look cool. Well, thanks. How old are you? And she says 11. The first message, and then obviously on the phone, which we do have recorded, you're 11 years old. I mean, did you say that? Did you say you were 11 years old on the phone? Okay, so then you knew then, is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't want to do no harm. I didn't know at first. Then I got reading on her Facebook page.
No, I mean, I think No, I know in the first message, at first, you're like, you didn't know. But she told you on the first day you guys talked, okay? And, I mean, obviously you knew the past couple months, okay? And look, I'm not saying that makes you a bad person, okay?
I don't want to be a pedophile. I went through a lot. I don't want nothing to do with her.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you're that. I just think you got a little bit carried away and had a slip up, man. That's all it is.
I can't get in trouble, and I just...
I'm just here to have a talk, man.
I know, but...
But what?
I just had a rough life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
My dad passed away last like a year and a half.
Sorry to hear that. Do you live here alone?
No, my mom does.
Is she here?
No.
Okay.
I was supposed to go at work, but I had a blowout tire this morning.
What do you do for work?
I paint.
Paint like cars, or?
You know the caps on like the...
Is there where we can go outside? It's cold as fuck.
I don't really want people in the house.
That's fine. You make me struggle out here.
You know those... It's like the hubcaps for the Dodge pickups.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you work like a factory?
It's a painting shop.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know you do a good thing and you're turning your life around. And dude, I'm really sorry to hear that your dad passed, man.
And then all these scam things that's been going through my phone, I just don't know who's real, so...
Mm-hmm. What do the scammers typically ask?
Money and stuff like conversations, and then I believe in it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever pay a scammer money?
No.
Okay. Do all the scammers ask you for money?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Emily ever ask you for money?
No.
Okay. So she's a little bit different than a scammer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do the scammers ever tell you that they're like younger than 18?
No.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, Mark, I do want to ask, and look, I know it's because you had a rough life, man, okay? I know you're not a bad guy. You would never do no harm to anybody. I guess
I wouldn't even do nothing to a little girl.
I know. But when did this type of stuff start for you?
What do you mean, like...
Like, you know, because I know Emily wasn't the first time these type of messages occurred, or these type of stuff, you know, these type of lookups happen and whatnot. When, like, how many years ago did this type of stuff start?
Never, really. I mean, my sister accused me, but there was nothing I did or...
How old's your sis?
How old is my sis?
Yeah.
She's 19.
Okay. What does she accuse you of?
Joshing her, which I never did.
Mm-hmm. How old was she when she accused you of that?
I can't remember. It's been a couple years. I think she was 14.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And you'd be 21 or something?
Yeah, I was like young, early 20s.
Yeah, no, I know they sling out accusations. So, what specifically did she accuse you of, like groping her or raping her?
She said I raped her when she was like really, really little, which I never did. I mean, they saw conversations on the Xbox, but nothing happened between me and her.
Wait, conversations on the Xbox, like of you like telling your friends it happened or something?
No, just me and her.
Wait, so you talked with your sister on Xbox?
Yeah, through Messenger, but...
Like, of you, like, saying sexual things to her?
I didn't say sexual things to her. I went to court, or I talked to the sheriff's department.
Mm-hmm. Well, these messages on Xbox. On Xbox One? Or 360? Yeah. It had to be one, right? I don't think it was messages.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 360 came out in, I think, I don't know.
Before we were both born or something. Okay. So basically the message, I mean, if there was messages to your sister on Xbox, I mean, if they brought it up, I mean, it had to be something. Like,
right.
Was it just kind of flirting a little bit?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. It was just kind of you just getting kind of horse playing or something?
Yeah,
okay.
And I kind of went overboard with it.
Basically, like, overtly, was it like kind of overtly sexual message? Like, I know you probably didn't mean nothing by it, but like, was it just kind of sexual messages as a joke?
I didn't joke around like that with her. My dad, at the time, he was living with someone and said that, his partner. I'm sorry, I'm like really fucking nervous.
Oh yeah, you're good, dude.
His roommate accused me. They accused me of touching my sister because my sister said something. Then it all went to the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Then I was got in a bad car accident over it because of everything in my head, and then my best friend got killed, and
Oh my gosh, man.
I did jail time.
Did you do jail time for your sister?
No, I did jail time because of my friend.
Okay. So are you like on the sex offender registry?
No.
Okay.
And I don't plan on being it. Like I said, this.
Yeah, no, man. I think, I mean, with someone like you that's been through a hard life, like, I totally understand, like, why something like this would happen, especially being, I mean, you don't have a girlfriend, do you?
No, I've been single for over 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, especially being so, like, so lonely here. I mean, dude, I totally understand why something like this could happen. But, I mean, so the messages on Xbox, like, even if you weren't, I mean, was it more of you not joking around, but did you maybe get a little bit carried away or something?
No, I don't remember. It's been, I don't get that good in memory.
That's okay. They were just like some type of sexual messages or something like that? Okay. Okay. So your sister had so y'all lived separately then? Or?
Yeah, we separate now.
Did she talk to you?
No, we got in an argument.
How long ago?
I don't know. She dropped me off in Peck. We were working together. It's been like 6 months.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, so basically with Emily, it started with like, you look cool. Sorry if my age bugs you, blah, blah, blah. So
while you're here, I'm gonna block her.
Oh, sure.
Stay blocked because it looked better on my part. I did not know. And I was getting this gut feeling, then you guys showed up.
Didn't know what?
Like, I told her I was scared because, like, I wanted to meet her, just not to do anything.
Right.
I just wanted to, like, you know.
Just meet her.
She acted like she wanted to talk.
Sure. No, I get that. Yeah, no, go ahead, block her. That's cool.
I don't know if you hear, I'll turn my brightness.
I believe you, man. I trust you.
I don't want to get in trouble, and I've been, you know, I went to jail a couple of times, and I just moved back here.
Mm-hmm.
I just got my life back together, you know. So.
I mean, did you ever go to jail for anything related to your sister?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna confirm that.
Okay, sure. Did you ever go to jail for anything like? Any accusations of a sex crime?
No.
Okay. What all did you go to jail for?
Assault and battery.
Okay.
At my dad's house, and then I got kicked out.
Oh, you hit your dad?
No, I hit his boyfriend.
Wait, his boyfriend?
He came at me, and I took his hair, and I went like that.
Your dad swings both ways?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's a versatile, maybe?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it because he's dead, so.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, man.
Super mega bottom then?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry that happened, dude. Okay, so sorry if my age bugs you, and she said, yeah, is that bad? She didn't know why. I don't know.
I know all the conversations. I
okay.
Got it, so you don't have to really show me all this.
Okay, so we can cut through the BS then? Okay. So,
I know I said some stuff in the interview, but that's before I knew how old she was.
Okay, well, listen, man, Mark.
I know it, but I'm just cutting the BS. I'm telling you the truth.
Look,
I don't want nothing to do with a minor because I'm not like that. I'm a good guy.
No, I know you're a good guy, and look, dude, I consider us three here good guys too, and we've all had slip-ups and whatnot.
Like this affect me for firearms because I love the deer hunt. I haven't even went out yet.
Okay, yeah, no, but listen, Mark, if you know all the conversations and you know she told you she was 11 on the first message, okay, and all the like the kind of raunchy talk that happened 2 months after she told you her age, and you know this, man. So if we're both gonna get through this together, I mean, the truth needs to be said by both of us. And I understand.
I remit everything I said, but now when I look at it, I don't want nothing to. No, this ain't for me.
Okay, but you know she told you 11 on the first message, right? I mean, if you do you not remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so if you knew that she told you that she was 11 on the first message, then everything that followed after, that was after you knew her age. Is that correct? What does this mean? Is it a yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, look, I mean, I understand there's definitely some regret, and I understand people say things they don't mean, all right? Trust me. Me truly, I offend my girlfriend all the time with shit, okay? So
I don't really want, like,
I know.
I should get in trouble for it, but at the same time, I don't want to get put on a sex offender list. I'm not like that.
I know you're not. I know you're not. Okay. But so do we both agree on the truth that everything was said when you know her age?
I'm not gonna, I promise you I won't talk to her no more. I got her blocked. You've seen that. I won't unblock it.
Okay. I mean, was basically she just a cute girl to you?
I don't even see her attracting, to be honest.
Okay, well, she sent a photo here, and then she was referred to as sexy.
That, of me, right?
No, she sent a photo, then you called her sexy, and then... Unless you called yourself sexy, I mean...
I meant myself.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Why would I want to...
Well, because I think you just got a little bit lonely and carried away. I mean, do you remember when you asked her to be boyfriend and girlfriend?
That's before I knew her actual age, and I looked it up on Facebook.
The first message you asked her age. Or I'm sorry, the first message was, do I know you? The second message you asked her age. So the boyfriend-girlfriend happened in over a month later, I believe.
I remember all this. Like I said, I don't want to... Let's just cut the bullshit. I understand what's going on.
Okay. So if we're going to cut it, then we both have to acknowledge that, you know, she was asked to be your girlfriend after she said her age.
And I was just fucking around, and I know I feel fucking terrible about it.
Okay. So you remember asking her that after you knew her age then, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So are you even looking for a relationship? She says, yeah, I'm looking for a relationship. Do you like me? Yeah, like how much? Same. I wish we could talk on the phone. What would we talk about? Are we just friends? Up to you. I'm done with whatever, Do you even want to date me? Yeah, we can. You sure, babe?
I know all that.
Okay.
So.
I mean, was it more of because she was 11 that you wanted to date her, or were you just kind of lonely?
I was just feeling lonely, I guess.
Okay.
I don't have many friends, and
well, that makes more sense because, you know, obviously, you know, somebody more judgmental than I am. Because, dude, I'm not here to judge you, man. Okay.
I know, but I feel like, I don't know.
Feel like what?
Feel like shit.
I don't want you to feel that way, but if you do, I understand. Okay. And it's not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. This isn't gonna be a sunshine and rainbows type of conversation, but I also don't want you to feel so bad about yourself. Okay.
I'm scared. I don't. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, I mean, now that you told me that this was more of out of loneliness than it was about you being, you know, like that, then that makes me feel better about you too, because I understand that it's just more of a loneliness type of thing, that maybe you just need some friends rather than you being some type of monster, which I know you're not, dude. If I thought you were a monster...
I know, but I don't want people to think I am.
Well, there's only 3 of us here, and I don't think that. None of us think that.
I don't want, like... I'm trying to stay my record clean.
Well, I mean, you literally already have your hands dirty, so it's one more. I'm just messing with you, man. I know.
I'm a really hard worker. I don't really miss time.
I know. I'm not here to do that. Okay. Look. Okay. It was a what?
It was a mistake. I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Everything that was going on, it just all happened.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you think in Biden's economy I'd want less workers than we already have now?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of working my ass off and getting one day off a week.
So why would I want that to stop? Why would I want somebody that actually does a service to people to stop doing it?
What do you mean?
I think that somebody that works as hard as you, that if you called it a mistake, I'll call it a mistake too. I think that somebody that works as hard as you that made a mistake can address the mistake while still being able to work hard, okay? I don't think one has to be addressed and the other has to go, okay? I'm not here to cause a fucking nuclear explosion. I'm here to just focus on this.
Job, I guess.
I'm sure, if you want to call it that. We're both doing, you know. But okay. So here, I wish I could put you on my wallpaper. She said you can. You said I don't have a good pic of you.
I deleted those too, like, because, like, I felt disgusted.
So she was your wallpaper for just a little bit then.
I put it on there for like a minute, then deleted it because I'm like, this is like disgusting.
So how many days was it on there for?
Not long. It was just like 30 seconds.
Oh, bullshit, man.
No, I'm serious.
Okay. Who's that calling you right there?
That was just a text message going through.
Okay.
You play Halo?
Yeah, he's an Xbox guy.
I play Call of Duty too.
Okay. What's your favorite Call of Duty game?
The new one that just came out.
Which one? What's it
The
called?
remastered Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just got the new Xbox last night.
Oh, nice. No shit. Xbox. What's it even
X
called now?
series.
Xbox X Series?
Yeah,
Series X?
Yeah, it's really hard to get your hands on right now.
Oh,
And I got it for Black Friday still on Best Buy.
nice. Nice. Wait, Black Friday already?
Yeah, they're doing a sale already.
Okay, cool, cool. So, what's your favorite Halo game?
I haven't played Halo that much.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, 4.
Do you like the new one that came out?
Like when that one just came out.
Yeah, it just came out.
Like the Xbox one, the one that the Xbox One came out, like the packaged bundle.
No, there's one that literally. Just
Oh,
came out.
Infinite, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, we're big Halo guys.
Yeah, no, I love Halo.
Yeah.
I dressed up as Master Chief for Halloween.
Yeah, and every time we like pick up the phone, we're both like Halo instead of hello. Yeah, I mean, it's a cute thing we do.
My girlfriend calls me Master too, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, and my girlfriend's an angel. Some say she has a halo over her head.
Really?
Yeah.
My black friends call us Master too.
So
We're not on Rumble. All right. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm glad you play those games, man. But you know, because we're good at the game and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that's our prestige, you know. We're Master Prestige.
And I
Right.
know,
And our white friends call us Master too, because we're all good at
Yeah.
I know it said something about sex stuff. I don't want to do that with her.
Okay. Who brought up sex first?
I asked her if she ever did anything. And
Well, I mean, did you ask her, do you want to try sex?
I asked her if that's something you wanted to try, then that's why I told her. She was like, well, we want to hang out today. I'm like, no, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. Did you say, okay, but did you ask her, do you want to try sex? It's a yes or no question.
I think I did, yes.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I know. People get carried away, all right?
And it went overboard, and now I feel like a pedophile and
A pedophile. Where do you get that word from?
like a sex offender,
A pedophile.
pedophile, or
Yeah, I've never heard pedophile before. Okay. So, I mean, were the messages kind of overboard? Like, was it kind of similar to what your sister received from you?
no.
Okay. What did you say to your sister? Was it just kind of back with like flirty shit? Okay. I thought you broke up with me, so I don't have any pic of you. No. Hon, I wish I did not delete your pictures. Why did you? I thought you did not want me anymore. Okay, so.
And I deleted them.
Okay.
And
So it wasn't out of disgust, like, you know, it was brought up earlier. It was, I thought you broke up with me, so I don't have any pic of you. It was more of because she wasn't really talking too much anymore. And if that's what happened, that's okay. I mean, shit. I mean, now that I know that all of this is out of loneliness, I'm not really concerned about
yeah, but
her age.
I feel really bad about all this.
I know, and it means you have a heart, man. Because, you know, there's people online that love this.
You know, if someone wanted a dish and I could pull them out with that truck, I would pull them out
Oh,
with that truck.
absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
someone needed a hoodie off my back because they were freezing and it was the middle of winter, you damn well I would take this hoodie
I
off.
think you're cold, aren't you?
I am cold.
I got a kind of heart, I guess. Like, if I see, like, for instance, my coworkers got in an accident probably a couple months ago, and it happened right in front of my shop, and I was the first to call 911, and I made sure they were all okay. You know?
Holy cow. Dude, you should like run for like city council here and just, whatever you just told me, just say that on your ad. I'd be the first to call 911. I call 911 first. I think there needs to actually be a halo over your head, dude.
like I said, I'm a guy with a heart, and sometimes I fuck up.
Are you vaccinated?
No.
Okay. So it's not quite an enlarged heart.
What do you mean?
It means that you got a good heart. But anyway, okay, hon, I wish I did not delete your picture. So what's going on with that? I mean, it says it right here. I mean, is it kind of just because she wasn't talking to you anymore?
Kind of felt lonely and we weren't talking, and I thought...
She just deleted all her pictures. Okay. I thought you broke up with me, so I don't have any pick of. Okay, well, I appreciate being honest there, okay? Okay, baby, love you. She said, love you. Do you really? And then a question mark followed 14 hours later after she didn't text you. So, you know, I know being lonely, especially in, you know, bum freak Michigan, can make people go stir crazy for sure. But, you know, so obviously it looked like an attraction kind of started building up here to her. Like, you know, I know you weren't like, oh, I'm going to marry her, you know,
no,
day
I
after.
don't want to do anything with her, to be honest.
Right. But, you know, love you. I mean,
right.
when did that attraction kind of start to her? Or that kind of feelings?
I honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Did it just kind of happen?
I love people. I'll tell people I love them all the time.
Right, but I mean, this is somebody.
Right.
This is somebody that, you know, was referred to as sexy. This is somebody that you asked to be your girlfriend. So I mean, you know, there's no like, I mean, there's no going around this. I mean, it started at some point. I mean, it's said right here. I mean, there's no, you know, I mean, when did that kind of, when do you know when the attraction kind of started, or did it just kind of pick up to her, or?
No. I don't.
It just kind of happened?
I just said shit to just say shit, I guess.
Right, but I mean,
yeah, I know.
when she said love you and you said do you really, and then followed it by a question mark when she doesn't respond to that. I mean, obviously, I mean, it says it right here. I mean, and I'm not saying you were like head over heels, like, you know, talking about marrying her. Okay, I get it. I think it was more of just a crush. Just a kind of a crush on her. Is that more accurate?
Yeah, but I don't like girls like that.
I'm not saying you like girls like that. I'm just saying Emily's the only exception to this. And that you were just lonely and she was in the area. And this is a girl that's actually giving you attention, and I think you just caught feelings. I think that's what happened.
I guess, yes.
Okay. I'll not as you anymore. I wish I had a pic of you. That's all. I don't want you. Can I have some cute ones? Yeah, yes. Okay. So you never sent a hot pic or saw one? No, sorry for asking. Would you though? Okay. So you never sent a hot pic or saw one. What does a hot pic mean?
Like, with my shirt off. I wasn't talking to...
No, so you never send a hot pic or saw one. So send doesn't mean saw. So you never send a hot pic? No. Sorry for asking. Would you though? So...
That kind of brings a flag. I understand.
Right, so would you send a hot pic? It's kind of what it looks like here. Okay, what does a hot pic mean? I mean, I think we both know, but I'm really just seeing how honest you're going to be about this.
I am being honest. I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted a pic. Not of her naked or anything.
Okay. No. I feel really bad talking about that stuff. I feel like you're not ready. Wow. I had a bad feeling about being dirty to you. I guess you were not ready.
And like, again, like what we said, like, it's just being alone.
I wish I knew where you lived so we could see each other. So, I mean, it seems like this whole thing, you were kind of back and forth about it. Like, oh, I feel so bad about this. But then the next day, you would jump right back into it. Like, was that just loneliness again? Okay. Is that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I smoke weed. I wish I knew how far you was from me. Yeah, in a few houses. How would you know, though? Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. So you asked to maybe kiss or whatnot.
Which I didn't want to, because then, like I said, it's just wrong. 11.
Okay. I will not have sex. Like, we will not do it. She said, okay, up to you. And you said, I don't know if you are ready. And she said, I've never had sex before. And I know,
all that,
but was you thinking about it? And you said, sorry, I will stop. And here it was said, do you want to try things? She said, like what? You know, no, LOL, like sex or smoke weed. Anyways, I can believe you never saw a dick before. Okay, so is here, do you want to try things? Like what?
Right.
You know, like sex. Okay. So did you ask her here to try sex? If she wanted to? Well, I mean, I'm not saying if you meant it or not. Did you ask her this, though? Do you want to try sex?
I did that, yes.
Okay. So, you know, Mark, I mean, obviously,
But
like...
I don't want to with the rule. That's the problem. But anyways.
Right. I mean, Mark, I mean, obviously there's... I mean, being that this happened over the course of almost 3 months, I mean, I think you just went a little bit stir crazy, got a little bit carried away. But, you know, obviously, the thing that... on the phone calls, on everything, and every message, the thing that worried you was getting in trouble. It wasn't... It never was like, this is horrible, I shouldn't be doing this. Or never was it, you're just too young for me. Because that could have been nipped in the bud in August. As soon as she told you she was 11, you could have been like, okay, see ya. Before you even knew she lived in Michigan, could have been see ya, you know? But it kept going and going and going. And the only way that you were pulling out of this was because I feel like I could get in trouble, you know? You were just too worried. Never was the moral conscious thing.
But I wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah. So, Mark, I think what was going to happen, I mean, obviously this girl, I mean, you said you loved her, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, sex and whatnot. I mean, I think that you were just too damn nervous, like, you know, in general. But I think the only, I don't know, you wouldn't force yourself on anybody, okay? But I think, I mean, it's obviously said right here.
I know, I just...
I mean, look, I mean, you gave her an out. You said, are you ready for this? Are you sure about this? Okay. You're not like, because a real pedophile, predator, you know, chomo, they would force them to do it, you know?
And I don't want to, I'm not like that.
I know you're not. I know you're not. And that's why I think you gave her the option of, are you sure you're ready for this? Are you sure? I mean, even today, I mean, you said, but I don't have any condoms, all right? I mean, this was definitely thought about for a long time, man. And look, I understand if she said, I don't want to do this, you would not force yourself on her. But, you know, I mean,
yeah.
We can go message by message. It speaks for itself.
I know, I understand.
Okay. I think what would have happened today or whenever you guys meet is exactly what the messages say. It would have to be up to her.
And I wasn't going to do anything with it. I swear.
No, and I know, but I think the only time that you would have done something is if she was ready for it or gave you consent.
I wouldn't even do that since.
Right, but Mark, I mean,
I know
it's so easy to, and I know now you wouldn't. I mean, you literally blocked her, but I mean, Mark, you know, it's all said right here. It's obviously just everything is said, okay, and even in the messages, you were so polite about it, like, hey, you sure you're ready for this? You know, only if you want to. It's up to you. And I think it would have been the same in person. I know you were scared shitless of getting in trouble, but there's nothing that stopped you because, oh, she's too young or something. And if it was like an 8-year-old, I don't think you would have done. I think it was more of the fact that she was, I guess she's not an adult, but you know, she's not like a kid, you know what I mean? Right. It's not like a fucking 5-year-old, 8-year-old, because at that point, that's just, they can't.
Girls. Right.
It's more of a, and I think that's why all of this happened. I mean, you were lonely. I think that even when you're lonely, you're still a good guy and said, hey, make sure you're ready for this. You know, I don't want to do this without you. Or I don't want to do this, you know, you don't want to force yourself onto her. And I think that's why, and that's not really I think, it's more of I know, because now I know the type of person you are, but I also know what loneliness does to people. It would have only been had she given you the okay and you had to make sure she was ready for it.
I wouldn't have did it though.
Okay. I mean, who are you trying to fool here, man?
No one. I'm being honest. I wouldn't have went through with all that.
Okay, so would it have more just been kissing?
No, I wouldn't even did that.
Okay, so what was the plan when she got here then?
I was going to tell her to go back home because I didn't feel...
I mean, I get you were nervous, but I mean, on October 28th when, I mean, she was asked, do you want to try sex? I mean, were you thinking at that? I mean, obviously you said it, so you were obviously thinking it. So, I mean, was the plan to, I mean, you asked her on the phone, why don't I just go see you? You asked multiple times to hang out.
She sounded like she was scared.
Okay. But before y'all even talked on the phone, you asked multiple times to hang out. to see her, to kiss her boyfriend, girlfriend. I mean, I've never heard of a boyfriend and girlfriend that don't kiss or don't have sex. I mean, would you have waited?
I wouldn't even did anything with her.
Would you have waited a few years?
When she was like 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the plan?
No. No, it wasn't the plan now getting with her.
Okay, so you obviously asked her to be boyfriend and girlfriend. You asked her to have sex with you. There was obviously some point in the conversation, and again, dude, I'm not saying, I know you're not like that, man, okay? But look, put it this way. I have salad once in a while. Doesn't make me a fucking vegetarian.
No,
Okay.
I love salad.
Right, but you're not a vegetarian,
No.
obviously. Me either. So just because we do one thing doesn't make us that. I've thrown a baseball before. I'm definitely not a baseball player. And I think you, well, I mean, I know, we both know, everybody here knows, and that's all everybody that's going to know. We all know that you wanted to have sex with an 11-year-old, but that doesn't make you a pedophile. It just means there's one time in your life where you wanted sex with an 11-year-old. You said it. You said, I love you, boyfriend and girlfriend.
I understand that, but I wasn't going to have a sex with a minor because I know the consequence.
Right, so it was never about the moral conscience about it. It was never like, oh, well, I can't do this. It's just too young. It was always about being nervous about staying out of trouble and this and that. And you know, I mean, you ask yourself multiple times, is mom going to find out about this? Is dad going to find out about this? It was always about secrecy. It was never about a moral blockade. And that's okay. I mean, there's times where I've given up my morals. Okay. And I think even then you still had morals. You still didn't, you made sure she wasn't like a fucking kid, of course. I mean, if she was 8, it would be a whole different conversation. I'm sure rightfully so, right?
I'm sure there'd be more than you sitting in my driveway.
There probably should be, right? If it was an 8-year-old. I mean, but, you know, you still said, I want to make sure you're ready for this.
But I wasn't going to go through it because...
I think it was just more of a possibility. I think it wasn't...
If it was a possibility, I'm not saying I would, but I'm not saying I did or was going to. I mean, that was what was going through my head.
So at that time, you were more thinking that maybe that you want this. Then you kind of like said, a few minutes later, a few days later, like, I can't do this. Was it kind of back and forth? Okay, that makes more sense. So there were times where you actually did want to have sex, go through with it. Then there were days where you're like, oh, fuck this, I can't.
I didn't want to go through it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's times where I thought...
Fantasized about it?
Wasn't that, like, just shit going through my head, and, like, I felt like I'm feeling now like I'm about to fucking, like, throw up. Right.
But then there'd be other days where you're straight up just asking her to have sex. Or would you try it?
Would I try it with her? No.
No, I'm saying you asked her to try it with you.
I don't know how you want to answer that. I'm not...
No, we both know you asked that, but I'm saying, I think there's days where you did want to have sex with her, then days where you didn't.
And now...
I think you thought, like, this is too good to be true or something like that, maybe. Or you thought, like, I can't believe this is happening, like, I'm finally going to have...
No, I just felt like it was, I don't know, like one of those scammers again.
No, you didn't, because you told me at the beginning. There's a reason I asked you that at the beginning. I asked you, have the scammers ever told you they were underage? You said no. Have the scammers ever...
They weren't ever underage, though. They always wanted, like, me to go over, then they're like, oh, I can't.
But you said they always ask you for money, though.
Yeah, they wanted me to buy, like, an Apple gift card.
Right. And did Emily ever ask you for money?
No.
Okay, so let's cut that.
But like I said,
cut it out.
Like I said, I don't want nothing to do with this, but what's been sent,
I know, but I'm saying, you know, when you asked her to have sex with you, I think going through your head at the time, you're like, hey, if we don't get caught, and if she's okay with this, that's the only thing I'll do it. It would have at least been kissing.
No, I wouldn't have did that.
So why did you ask it?
I don't know. I'm not like this.
I know, and that's what I told you earlier. I know you're not like that. I know you're not like that. I just think this was a one-time thing. And during this one-time thing, and look, I believe that it wasn't because she was 11 years old that she wanted this stuff. I know. It was just because she's a girl, a willing female. Okay, and I know that. And I think that's what caused you to say all this, that it was just more of a willing female rather than, you know, I know if you had the chance to do it with somebody your age, you would absolutely choose that first over her. I know. But it's just scarcity, especially being out here, okay?
Middle of nowhere, don't know who I can run into fuck into.
Exactly.
That's why when I do go for long walks to clear my head, I do carry.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that...
And with me carrying, I wasn't that smart of a person. I got a disability. I can't read worth the fuck.
Okay, so
Like,
dyslexia?
I'm at like a 3rd grade reading level.
Okay.
Okay, my dream was going to be a cop. But with that disability I got and I can't read, that puts me out of that, then my record shows it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do that.
So you have a reading disability? Okay. So, no, and I get that, dude. And I think that Emily's like less, I mean, because dude, I mean, you've been judged your whole life, right? In bad ways. I think it's because Emily was less judgmental of you. She said, I loved you back. She was the only girl. I mean, do you even talk to any females in this area besides what you
I don't even, like I said, I lost my friend in a car accident, and there was a group we all lived in the same area, in the same area, and they all went their separate ways because they blamed me for it.
Yeah. So I think with all that, this was, you know, this is finally someone from the opposite sex. And there's only 2 genders, we both know that. Someone from the opposite, that's why I said opposite. Someone from the opposite sex that was finally willing to be with you, to do stuff with you. Because, dude, it's been 5 years. I mean, I know you jack off and shit, but it's been 5 years since you've had any type of sexual contact, dude. And I haven't been that long without it, but I don't know how that would make me feel. I'd probably be crazier than this.
It doesn't make me feel anything. I mean, like, when I was younger, I used to watch, like, a lot of porn, but now it's like...
You just kind of watch it for the hell of it?
No, I don't even watch that anymore. I found different hobbies. I started going golfing.
Mm-hmm.
I started, you know, I'm trying to lose weight. I've been on a diet for almost a month now.
Nice, congrats, dude. And I think with all of that, with you losing all of your friends, with people falsely accusing you of things.
One day I woke up, I used to drink a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't even drink anymore now.
Uh-huh.
I could say I'll have like a beer, maybe a shot once in the blue moon. But you know, one day I woke up and I'm like, you know, I'm heavy. I want to change my life.
You don't want to look like backwoods Peter Griffin anymore?
Right. And
okay.
I don't want to, you know, I want to be able to grow up and watch my sister have kids and be there for my nephew or niece.
Right, right.
I got heart problems, so me being overweight.
Yeah. I know. And I think, like, you know, people like your sister, you know, your dad's boyfriend.
Then I lost my cousin. When I got out of jail, I went up in Marlette. Yeah, I don't know if you know Marlette area, but I went up there. He took me underneath his wing. I got my shit together.
Yeah, and I think you've had such a hard life, and people have judged you so much unfairly. Truly, man. I mean, you're turning your shit around. I mean, goddamn, you're even having like gray hairs at this point now, dude. At 26. I mean, I'm balding, you know. I'm like around your age, but
you're tall.
Well, you know. But shit happens, man, and I can tell shit's happened. And look, I don't think you'll ever go do something like this again. You know, that's why I'm here talking to you. But I think there were absolutely times where, you know, the world pushed you in such a bad place.
It brought me to like the darkness place, and I didn't know what to do. Right,
and I think that's why, you know, the one girl that was actually showing you love and affection back, regardless of her age, it wasn't because she was 11. If she was 20, the messages would be the fucking same, I think.
Right.
And I think that's why, and I think that's why, you know, when there's an emotional connection and there's a bond, you know, obviously it gets sexual.
But honestly, what do you think, me telling the truth, I mean...
I think the only thing that there's some untruths about is that there were points where you were actually thinking about, like, if she's okay with this, maybe I'll have sex, but and I think that's the only untruth coming out of your mouth. I mean, you've been so honest about everything else, and I know it's hard to just tell me, Gordon Flowers, that, you know, you were thinking about having sex with this girl, only if she was consent. Like, I know there was no possibility of you forcing yourself. That part I know. But only having sex with this girl, only if she consents with it. And it's not because she's 11, dude. We already established that you're just lonely and that you just been judged your whole life. But, you know, and I understand why you're telling the untruth. I'm not judging you for that. I mean, you know, it's hard to be 100% honest when there's stuff that's not too flattering.
I try to be honest.
I know. I know you do. And it's human nature to not be honest about something like this, but you've been more honest than I thought you would be, man. But the only untruth is that, you know, there were...
And there's no excuse for it. Yeah, I know what got said. Yeah, I shouldn't have carried it on.
So there were times that there were thoughts about actually, if she's consenting, of course, to go have consensual sex and to go kiss her. I know that. We all know that. I know it's because you've been through so much shit.
I've been engaged twice.
You've been engaged twice?
And the second time was, I didn't...
Same girl, or?
No.
No. Yeah, and I think...
I almost married my high school sweetheart. She was like 2 years younger than me. Mm-hmm. And we've been like together for 5 years. Senior year, I was on the football team.
Oh, nice.
Like, you know what?
What position did you play?
Defenseman nose.
Oh, I played center. We would have gone up against each other.
Well, anyways, I had a scholarship to go at MSU.
Michigan State? No.
Yes.
At your size? No way. Yes. Awesome.
And I blew it because everything was going on. I went in a dark place, and I'm like, no.
MSU, how tall are you?
5'9".
MSU gave you a scholarship? So you're pretty good then?
I was, yeah.
Nice. Did you only play your senior year?
Junior year? No, I played all 4 years.
Okay. On varsity, I guess it's
varsity
only...
twice.
Okay.
Did you have a hurdle reel?
A what?
Do you have a huddle?
Or a huddle?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So...
Well, and I think, you've been through so many heartbreaks, so many this and that, and I'm sure your girlfriends got judgmental at the end. Your dad basically gave you the middle finger. I'm not trying to talk shit about him, of course.
I know he didn't even stick up for me.
Right. He didn't stick up for you. Your sister falsely accused you of things. And there's so much crap that's happened, and this is finally the one person
that I thought my life was getting better, then this happened, and then I felt wrong about this, and now I'm back at square one.
Right, and I don't want you to be at square one. I want you to just, go up from here. But, and that's why I'm going back to, being that you've been through so much and you're lonely, I think the only untruth that, I've been hearing is that there was no times where you actually thought about, only if she's consenting.
I'm supposed to be at work now,
right.
But I work 6 days out of the week, so, I'm on 10s right now. And Sunday's my only day off, and I sit around and I play Xbox.
Right, but there's also a lot of double texting in here and whatnot. And I understand, like I said, it's the loneliness of not having a girlfriend in 5 years.
And it's just lonely, just not getting out in public,
Right, I know. And that's why I think there were times where, for the first time in years, that there was just some interest in having sexual intimacy with somebody.
But, like I said, I know the text shows, but...
The text and everything in your life obviously shows that this is what happened. And I'm not saying that, and like I'm saying, I'm going to reiterate, I don't think you were going to force yourself. I know you were going to rape her or anything like that. I think that this was only, if there was any possibility of it, would have had to be consensual and for her to be okay with it. And I know there were times in this conversation, like when it was said, do you want to try sex? I mean, you didn't even say we are going to have sex. You said, do you want to try it? You left it up to her. You left it up to her. But I think there were times where, you were interested only if she was interested in doing something like this. Is that more accurate to say?
I guess.
Okay, so there were times where, and like I said, it's okay. I mean, but there were times where, you were thinking like, hey, if she's willing to have sex with me, then that's the only time I'd do it. Was that fair to say?
Yeah, but I wasn't going to do anything with her,
You were thinking about it?
I was thinking, but I wasn't going to do anything.
Okay, so you kind of just had it in your head. Okay. So you had it in your head. It's been 5 years. Everybody's judged you for a bunch of shit. And I'm not here judging you for this, man.
I know, but I know what's said is wrong, and I mean, you
were thinking about it. It was in your head. And I think, and I'm not saying it was definite. I think it was just more of a possibility. If the circumstances were right, I think that's the only one it would have happened.
Still wouldn't have did with a minor.
Right. I'm not saying it's because she was a minor. I'm not saying you're attracted to a minor, but I'm saying you've been pushed into such a different place in life that, what you thought would be just a hell no a few months ago became reality. became a want. I'm not saying you go prey on kids. I'm not saying you go around the elementary school doing this, but I'm just saying this is finally a girl that was finally into you. And I think just like anything else, just like if she was 20,
if it was 20, it would have been a different story because then it would have been closer with age.
Right. And I think this is just the only time in your life this is ever going to happen. Okay. But it obviously, I mean, it's set on paper, man. And, you know,
I know.
Telling me your background, telling me how lonely you are. Obviously, there was at least a want to have consensual sex with her, or give her kisses and stuff like that.
I went through with it.
It was just a fantasy to you? Okay, but you wanted to hang out with her?
Just to get to know her, nothing sexual.
Okay. So after saying all of this stuff, after fantasizing about it, after saying you love this girl, after saying boyfriend and girlfriend, you wanted to hang out with her, and I just see, I mean, it's obviously hard to just say, you know, but there's obviously a disconnect happening. I mean, you don't fantasize about this girl, you don't call her sexy, you don't ask her to have sex with you, you don't call her your boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't say you love her, you don't be lonely for all this time, you don't be judged by all these people, and then finally she's here and, oh, well, nothing's gonna happen. Because the thing is, you were scared of getting in trouble. You weren't scared of actually doing this. You were scared of just someone finding out about it. And that's why I think if no one found out, then it would have been consensual.
I wouldn't have did it though because I couldn't go through with what I said.
Okay. I wanna kind of ask you about you have Telegram, right?
What's Telegram?
It's an app.
Like Snapchat?
Yeah, the one that she asked you about.
I don't know what Telegram is.
She asked you if you had it.
I have Snapchat. I thought she meant television. That's why I told you I have a disability. I don't know certain words.
Okay, do you have your phone on you right now?
Yeah.
Okay, can I see if you have Telegram or not?
I can show you my apps, but I'm not letting you go through.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't got nothing to hide, but I don't want you going through my personal... This, all that.
Can you scroll to the right? Go all the way to the left. Okay.
I don't even know what Telegram is.
Okay. Do you have Twitter at all?
No. I
Okay.
used to a long time ago. Then I don't know the password or anything to it.
Okay. All right. Well, so what really happened with your sister? I'm letting you know I also talked to her before I came here.
She was accusing me that I had sex with her. There was talks about it.
Was there talks about it? She told me everything. There were talks about having sex with her? Is that a yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But nothing happened.
But she accused you of actually having sex with her?
Yes.
Okay. So, what happened? So you basically messaged her on Xbox saying you want to have sex with her?
It was like, I don't know. I'm not lying to you. I'm not trying to cover up or nothing. It's just, I don't remember.
Okay. Or do you think your memory's trying to block it out?
I don't know what to think or, you know.
Okay. I know you're a disoriented dude. I know this is hard to talk about. But your sister did tell me that there's something that happened physically.
Never had sex with her.
I'm not saying it was sex.
And we smoked a lot of weed together. We were like close. I got her in the shop I'm working in now.
She works there now?
She used to.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it was... So how did you ask her to have sex with you? Was it, you know, she told me, was it like on Xbox or was it in person or?
Everything was on Xbox.
Okay. So when she was a minor and you were an adult, you asked your sister to have sex with you?
I never asked her to have sex with me.
What did you ask her?
I just said pretty much.
Would you try it?
With her? No.
No. Did you ask her, would you try it?
No.
So what did you ask her about sex?
I don't remember.
It was basically something definitely overboard.
The conversation was overboard. Yes.
Okay. Was it something about doing it together, even though you're saying you didn't do it? Was there something about just doing it together?
Maybe. Like I said, that happened when I was 20. I don't really know much.
Okay. So, you know, there's probably something that she told me that you're not telling me right now. So, assume I already know what it is. All right. So, what did she tell me that you're not telling me?
I don't know what she told you. I don't talk to her. I don't.
Do you think that maybe there's a time where you got a little bit carried away and like I said, it happens, dude. It happens. But you got maybe a little bit carried away and maybe touched her in a place where she felt violated?
No, never, no.
Is there a time where she sat on your lap maybe?
No.
Okay, do you think she'd tell me something that you're not telling me? I mean, this went to court, right?
No, this went to the sheriff's department and they wanted me to take a polygraph and I told them no. Then they're like, okay, we're going to send the information to the prosecutor. Mm-hmm. And the prosecutor said there wasn't much to go on.
What did she, so she accused you of raping her?
When she was younger.
When she was like, what, 10, 11?
Like younger than that.
Younger than that. Okay, so the messages to her on Xbox asking to have sex with her, that was when she was 14.
I do believe so.
Okay. So then when she was 14, that's when she accused you of other stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So no 14-year-old just makes that shit up.
I know, but why would I do that to my sister?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's already been through the court, and I
don't know. I don't know. I think similar thing. You just got a little bit carried away.
I know, but that happened.
I know it happened. I mean, I know you were probably just a kid at the time too, or at least a teenager. I know it happened. She told me.
Early 1920s.
Okay. No, but I'm saying when, you know, there was stuff, like actions done to her between the two of you guys. I know you were, shit, under 18 at the time it happened.
But I never touched her.
Okay, so why is she telling me you did?
I never touched her.
Why is she accusing you of it?
I don't know why she's still bringing it up and accusing me of it, but I never touched her.
But it's just, there's obviously a pattern here. Now there's a time where there's an 11-year-old that is getting asked. There's no, I mean, one time may be a fluke, but this is twice now this is twice now. And look, dude, I don't think you need trouble. I just think you need some help. Okay? I desperately need some help. So, I want to ask you what I asked you at the beginning. When did this type of attraction start for you? Has it been a couple years?
Probably early 20s.
Early 20s. Okay. Did it start on Facebook or Insta? What was the catalyst that has it been, have you met anybody off the internet yet before? Okay. Has it just been all talk with people?
Yeah. So
there's been other people besides Emily that have talked to you online?
Just her. Well, I talked to this other chick. She's 28.
Right, but if you said, I'm talking about when this, you know what attraction I'm referring to, right?
I got lost now.
Okay. Well, when I ask, when did this type of attraction start for you? You said a few years ago, and that's attraction to younger ladies under 18.
I mean, I did date a 17-year-old and I was 18 at the
I don't
time.
care about that. I'm talking about, you said if it started in your early 20s, I'm talking about with people who are more around Emily's age. Not kids, but just...
That's Emily's first age I talked to.
Okay, well, I'm talking about like 13, 14. Okay, well, if this happened with your 14-year-old sister, where you're at least talking about sex with her, and then she's coming out with these accusations, and now it's happening with Emily, I mean, obviously there's some type of, and that's why I think you just need help and not trouble. But I think obviously there's some type of attraction there that you do need to get help for. And we both know it's there because it's on paper, it's in your family. I mean, so when did that start for you, man?
Like beginning with my sister? Or?
No, when did this type of attraction start for you?
I don't know, it just happened.
It just happened.
So
it's been a couple years or your whole life, or
I just I don't know, I haven't really been myself lately.
So that's when the attraction to basically younger than 18 started?
That, and then I started having like flashbacks.
Did you get touched as a kid?
No.
Flashbacks with your sister?
No, like just like flashbacks, like weird ass dreams.
Do you think maybe these attractions started after you and your high school sweetheart broke up 5 years ago?
Maybe.
Does it ring a bell?
Kind of.
Like, not breakup, but the attraction starting to, like, basically minors.
Don't know, it's been 5 years or more.
You think that's how long you've had the attraction for? And if you did, it's okay. I mean,
I'm guessing.
Okay. So you know, between your sister and now, there's 5 years of this attraction to minors. So what did you do to channel that? Did you just look up shit online?
Not really. I
mean, the feelings were there, weren't they?
Yeah, but I never really thought about it. Like, I got stuff going through my head, like...
Was it basically maybe just a cute girl that you saw in person, maybe? And just thought, oh, they're cute, I'm kind of curious about this? Or was it like, maybe you just saw something online, I'm like, oh, I'm curious about this? Like, what was it that sparked the curiosity?
I'm not too sure.
You just had this curiosity, basically, to like minors for a little bit now?
I wouldn't say, like... I don't know.
I mean, have you?
I don't like minors, no.
No, I know, but just a curiosity about them, like an attraction to them. No. Okay, well, you said it started 5 years ago.
It's like...
I know you talk to adults and prefer adults, I get that, but I'm talking about, obviously the stuff with Emily didn't start with Emily.
I never talked to one besides my sister, the stuff that happened, but I never touched her.
Okay. But, so what would you do to channel this attraction to younger ladies under 18 for these past 5 years? Did you just look up pictures online?
No, I didn't do anything. It's just how I felt. You
just felt that way? Okay. So you just started thinking of them as cute or whatever, in kind of in a physically attractive way?
Kind of. I mean, if there's, you know, these days it's hard. I'm not saying it normally, but
right.
I'm just, for a sample, okay? Let's say there's a 17-year-old and she look 18.
Right, I get that. That's different than what I'm talking about, okay? I mean, there's kids, okay, that are like 5, like, you know, infant, whatever, but you know, I'm not, yes, I get a 17-year-old can look like it, I get that, okay? But I'm talking about with people around Emily's age that aren't quite kids, but they're not quite teenagers either. Like that. When did that type of stuff start for you?
I'm not too sure.
Do you think that's been a few years?
Couple.
Okay.
But like, this is the first the message thing.
First message. Okay. Did you find Emily in a teen group?
She just friended me on Facebook out of nowhere.
Okay. So this has been going on for a few years. So before Emily, did you just look up like bikinis or something online, or?
No, not young girls. I mean, yeah, I look at Playboy once in a while,
But you've just basically had these feelings towards kids for a couple years, but you just never channeled it.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay, but so basically, like, for the past couple of years, you thought girls around Emily's age, you just found them kind of physically attractive.
Not really. I mean, maybe cute, but not, you know, something I would get myself in trouble. Right,
but obviously more cute than a way, like, oh, look at her, she's so cute. And you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Like, of course, if like someone came up on my door on Halloween and they had kids and it was a cute costume,
well, yeah, no, that's, of course. But, you know, I asked you, when did this attraction start to people around Emily's age? And you said a couple years. I mean, is that right?
I had feelings of it, but I never did anything.
Okay. So it was more of just kind of an urge towards kids these age, kids like that are 11, 12, but you just never acted on it?
Yes.
Okay. So the urges for kids 11, 12 started like 2 years ago, a couple years ago.
If you want to say that, yes.
Or is that like accurate to say?
Kind of.
Okay. Is it kind of, or, I mean, because if you didn't act on it.
I didn't act on it. It's just thoughts that went through my head.
Thoughts about basically kids that age? Okay. So, I mean, look, man, I mean, if you're telling me that you're lonely and all this, and you've been having these thoughts about these kids for 2 years now, at least 2 years, your sister's accused you of stuff. We both know shit happened. If you're not remembering it, then you're not remembering it, but we both know shit happened. And now you're asking this girl if she wants to have sex, and your gentleman still coming in, and you know, obviously making sure it's up to her. But come on, man, if you're going through these thoughts for 2 fucking years at least, you're asking her to have sex, you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend with her, as it was said, you find her, obviously you found her physically attractive. You told me it's been going on for 2 years.
But
your sister's,
I didn't want to do anything with her though.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
That is bullshit. You know that's bullshit. Because you said it yourself you wanted to try stuff with her. In these messages, you've had this attraction for 2 years, okay? You know that's bullshit. The only thing you were worried about is getting in trouble. That's the only thing you were worried about. If it was legal, you would have fucking done it. Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No. No, I wouldn't.
Absolutely, man. You never had a hang up about it being wrong, ever. You just said, if we don't get caught. And that's why I think that, you know, and again, like, I'm not judging you for it, but at this point, like, the untruths coming out of your mouth about it are it's kind of just rubbing off the wrong way on me now, because
I'm being truthful.
If you told me that this has been going on for 2 years, these are type of attractions.
Not towards not doing anything with girls.
I know.
That's just thoughts in my head.
I
now
know.
You're squishing everything
Right. I'm not saying going on for 2 years physically, but thoughts in your head for 2 years. Finally, a girl that age you've been thinking about for 2 years comes to you, is willing to do it with you. And I know you. If she would have told you to stop, I know you would have stopped talking to her. Okay, we can clear that.
I know that.
But you know, obviously, if you've been feeling this way for 2 years at least, and then you've also people have judged you wrongly your whole freaking life. You've been kicked down all this time. This girl's finally
moved back to my mom's because I got kicked out of here.
I know, this girl's finally like, you know, into you and shit. And I think that's what would have happened. I think you were just doing this to let out some stress and to just be with somebody that's not judging you. We both know that's the truth, man.
But I wouldn't have did anything with her. That's the truth too.
It would have at least been a kiss.
No.
A hug. Would have been some type of touching.
No, that's the truth. I'm being honest with you. That's the truth.
All right. Is there anything on your phone you should probably delete before someone looks through it?
I saved 2 pictures of her recently. I can delete that, but I got nude pictures that came across with other people that I saved.
Yeah, I mean, the nude pictures, I mean, you know, like I said, I know you don't go do stuff in person with this, but I know you don't produce any of them. But are the nude pictures, could some of them be like around Emily's age?
No, they're older.
Or are they like 13, 14?
No, they're older. They're like my age. Okay. I swear.
Is there anything that's on your phone that somebody could mistake as a kid that's nude?
What do you mean?
Is there anything on your phone that somebody could say, oh, that looks like a kid naked?
No, I don't have naked kids on my phone.
What about naked people like that are 13, like teens, like 13, 14?
No.
Okay, have you ever looked that stuff up before? Past couple years?
What, child porn?
Yeah.
No.
So there's nothing on your search history that would show that? Somebody's gonna find out.
I mean, I Googled what the legal age I have sex in Michigan was because I didn't know.
Was that kind of recently?
Yeah.
Like when did you Google that?
I don't remember, but I did Google it.
Like past couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any searches of, is there any searches of looking for child porn that somebody's going to find? Because I mean, somebody's going to see it.
When I was younger, yes.
When you were younger? Like
12, 14, 15, high school, middle school year.
Looking for child porn?
No, I just looked it up because I was curious at that age.
Right. Okay. In your 20s, when this kind of attraction started, did you ever just look it up? Assume I know, man.
Because I don't want to say anything that bite me in the ass, but who doesn't watch porn? And you know, like, I didn't watch kids porn, but I have watched, you know, maybe stepmom, you know.
Well, I'm trying to bite you in the ass here. I mean, you know, if I wanted to bite you in the ass, I mean, there's obviously more than enough for that. I mean, I'm just curious at this point to see how, just to see, like, what's going on, why this happened.
Now I don't even look up porn, like.
Right, no, I know the stepmom stuff, but as soon as I asked about looking up child porn in your 20s, you said, I don't want to say anything that's going to bite me in the ass.
Because I didn't want to, because of the porn, I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah. No, porn, yeah, I get that. But when did you look up child porn in the past couple of years?
It hasn't been that recently, or.
Has it been after you, has it been when you maybe just turned 20, 21?
I was young, I was still in high school.
When you looked up child porn?
Yes.
Okay, like with, like, prepubescent kids?
No.
What did you search up?
Just teen porn.
Okay.
I was curious at the time, you know, what kid wasn't when you were that age?
Right, but I know there's times in your 20s where you looked it up because it's pretty easy to go find your search history.
Right, but back a couple years ago, I'm just not saying this a couple years ago, but I'm just time framing it.
Mm-hmm.
I was addicted to watching porn.
Huh?
I was addicted to watching porn.
Okay, and I know most of it was probably adults.
And now I don't.
Okay. So when you were addicted to watching porn a couple years ago, was some of that stuff teen porn?
Yeah.
It was. Like with minors?
Mm-hmm. I just typed in teen porn.
Okay. Was it like on Pornhub or X videos, or was it some other fucking Pornhub? Okay, did some of this stuff look like minors?
Some of it looked like they were older than minors.
Oh, I know. I know some of it did. Probably most of it did. But did some of it look like it was probably minors?
No.
Oh, come on. You look up teen porn and...
well, kind of, yeah.
Okay. So
Sorry, I don't like talking about porn.
I know, it's not the easiest thing to talk about, I get that. So you think that you probably maybe watched child porn in the past couple of years?
When I was young, yes.
Okay. When you were like early 20s type?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, I mean... So I want to go back to you saying that you looked up the age of consent in Michigan to have sex the past couple weeks. Have you talked to any other girls recently?
A girl that works or lives down the shop.
Yeah. How old is she?
39. She just turned 39. I was supposed to go to her birthday party.
Okay. So you knew that obviously she's over 18, and you knew that you can have sex with her, right?
Yeah, but I was gonna have sex with her. I was just gonna be there as a friend because her mom's going through a lot right now.
Did you talk about having sex with her?
No.
Is she trying to date you or hit on you? Or?
No, we were just going to buy because I'm older than, well, she's older than me. Mm-hmm. And she said that we'll see how things go.
Were you kind of on board with that?
Kind of. Then I messed it up because I made a lie saying my truck broke down and blah, 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 blah. And...
Okay. Have you ever, how long have you guys been talking, you and the older chick?
Since I lived in Peck, and that was probably about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years.
So you've been talking to her for 2 years? Okay. Have you ever, like, talked sexual to her?
No.
Oh, okay.
I send her pictures, not inappropriate pictures, but I send her pictures, like, with my shirt off.
And she's 39?
Yes.
Okay. So this 39-year-old that you've been talking to for 2 years, seeing where things go, you haven't talked sexual to her?
No. But
this 11-year-old, who's only been talking to you for 2 months, you do talk sexual to. You even looked up the age of consent to have sex in Michigan.
Because I didn't know the consent until I looked it up. Okay. I'm being serious.
Okay. Well, you knew it wasn't. Well, that tells me that because I asked you if it was legal, you would follow. I told you if it was legal, you would follow through with it. You were making sure that it was fucking legal, trying to make sure it was legal. There's no debating that part now.
Okay, but I wasn't gonna do anything with her.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I didn't want to. I know that...
You literally looked this up for Emily, the age of consent in Michigan. Your ass was trying to not get caught, okay? And if you told me yourself that porn is hard to talk about, and I know, and again, dude, I'm not trying to fry your ass here because, look, man, you telling me you looked up the age of consent in Michigan, you telling me you've been talking to a 39-year-old for 2 fucking years and haven't talked sexual to her, but 2 months with an 11-year-old you do talk sexual, you telling me all of this? God, that again, I mean, it's gonna become freaking summer in Texas here in Michigan. That's how fucking fried you could be, dude. Okay, so I'm not here to fucking fry your ass right now.
I know,
I'm here to get the truth out.
I am telling the truth.
That is not the truth.
Yes, it is.
If you are telling me that you looked up the age of consent to have sex in Michigan,
okay.
it wasn't for the girl, it wasn't for the 39-year-old,
no.
Was it? Of course not. It was for fucking Emily. You're
yeah, but I wasn't gonna do anything with her.
Bullshit.
No,
Why were you
I'm
looking
being
it up?
serious.
Why were you looking it up?
Because I didn't know the age.
You didn't.
The age consent.
You did. You had a feeling it was probably 16 to 18. You probably went, oh shit, when it wasn't. I know you did. You were disappointed when it wasn't.
But I wasn't gonna touch her. That's the fucking truth.
No, the truth is you were gonna hide it because you looked up what the age of consent in Michigan was. You wanted to make sure. That's why you said, that's why when you gave your number today, is your dad gonna find out? Is mom gonna find out? You made sure that nobody was gonna find out. You got nervous because you thought you were gonna get caught. And you did.
I wasn't gonna do anything with her though.
Oh, horseshit. If she came here,
I got cameras on the fucking property. My mom would have saw it and then I would have been fucking grass anyway.
She doesn't go home and look at the cameras. Come on. Unless you say there's a break-in, which I don't think you would have told her about Emily. She wouldn't have looked at the cameras. I mean, that is just the most bullshit excuse, man. Because again, dude, I wanted to get to the truth of this together, but now it seems like I have to pry it out of you because...
I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't going to do anything to her.
You looked up the age of consent in Michigan.
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago.
Of course it was a few weeks ago, because you've only been talking to her for 2 months. If it was a few weeks ago, guess what? You asked her to have sex October 28th. You said, do you want to try it? So even after you looked it up, you still asked her. If that doesn't spell... It doesn't spell exactly what I'm saying, then I don't know what will, okay? Because if you're scared of your ass getting fried, I mean, dude, I'm not here to do that, but...
I'm scared. I'm afraid to say what to say because there's cameras on me and I'm scared.
Okay. So you're not going to tell the truth because cameras are on you. That's what I'm hearing right now. Okay?
I am telling you the truth.
But right now,
I want to touch her,
assume there is cameras on you. Well, there are cameras on you. So right now, I mean, are you looking like somebody that looked up the age of consent in Michigan, has had this attraction for years, a couple of years, has looked up child porn in his 20s, attempted to, has had accusations against touching his sister, has said, I love you to this 11-year-old girl, has asked to have sex with this 11-year-old girl.
Wish I wasn't going to
And
through.
you are telling me, after looking up the age of consent in Michigan, that this would not have happened? I mean, that is just the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard of.
I'm being serious, though.
You're being dead serious. Dude, you're not. You're not. You're because there's cameras on you, which I totally understand. It's hard to talk about.
Now you're twisting everything around, and I'm telling you the fucking truth. Wasn't going to touch her.
I'm not saying you were going to touch her. I'm saying that the only stuff that could have happened is if she consented to it. You would have probably asked her. And if she said no, I don't think you would have touched her. Of course not. Because I know you're not that type of guy. But if she said...
But you're making me sound like I am.
I apologize for that. Okay? But look, if you look up the age of consent in Michigan...
I understand.
You asked for this. You looked up you tried to look up child porn. Whether it was or not, I mean, that's the fetish you were going after. You've had this attraction for a couple of years. I mean, like I said, dude, you've been kicked down your whole life. You've been judged. This is finally a girl that's into it. That's why, dude, I know you wouldn't have touched her, okay, or violated her. Because if she doesn't give consent,
Okay,
it is a violation.
I know that, but saying, yeah, the stuff I pulled is not looking good on me, but I'm not going. I wasn't going to go through with it. You know why? Because it's fucking dumb, and I knew I fucked up.
No, I don't think. What's in your pocket? Oh, I don't think you were going to go through with it unless she told you it's okay.
Still wouldn't have went through with it, and that's the God honest truth. And I swear to God, on my dad's grave. And I don't do that unless I'm telling the truth.
What's the police department around here? Is it like county or just Jeddo? What is it?
Sheriff department.
All right. Well, we're going to end up going to them, okay?
What? You just said...
You should probably just go in your house, man. We're going to end up... You think it's quicker if we just go over there, turn it in, or just call them here? Give me an ETA. What do you think? Okay. Well, I think we'll just go turn it in then, okay? And, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be pretty bad on you when you've already been accused of this, and you're on camera admitted to looking up all this shit. And,
yeah, but another charge hurt.
All right. Well, anyway, we're going to go to the sheriff's office, do whatever you want, but we're out of here, so... Law enforcement presence. All right, we're here at the St. Clair County Sheriff's Office. They even have a Humvee, as you can see right there. Wait, did that say sheriff?
I believe it does.
Is sheriff a law enforcement officer?
Say sheriff. It is, yeah.
Okay, but this is in the same video where we talked to that guy earlier, right?
Correct.
Okay, so therefore there's law enforcement presence in this video.
Yes, there is.
Okay, well let's go turn in the evidence to the law enforcement.
Oh yeah, there's somebody right there at the inside waiting for you.
Just get the evidence.
Okay. Yeah, sir. Sorry, he's gonna get the evidence right now. Law enforcement. Law enforcement. Law enforcement. Yes, officer. Yeah, he's coming. I think he's waiting at the door. He's waiting for you to talk.
Oh, like right here?
Yeah, right there.
On the corner that says sheriff's office?
Yeah, indubitably.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Yep, we talked to him at his house. Mm-hmm. Yes. No. Yeah, we travel the country doing this. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was me. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. No, we did it in Saginaw. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Okay. So do you turn it in? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, turn it into those police cars over there. Would that say sheriff's on it? Oh. Oh God. Should go over there and turn it in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sheriff's office right there.
We should keep our distance though, because that is a jail.
Oh, it is right there?
Yeah, it is a jail.
All right, let's just go to this car then.
Okay.
Some more law enforcement presence right there. The sheriff, St. Clair County Sheriff. Okay, do you have sheriff on camera?
Yeah, this is a police cruiser.
Okay, so therefore that's police presence?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. Can you go talk? Okay. Sure. Okay, cool. All right. Absolutely. And I got to get all those police cruisers there.
Correct.
I mean, it's police presence.
Correct.
And not in a bad way.
No.
All right. Let's do an educational segment for safety reasons.
Wait, turn right here. This side is in the way.
Oh, yeah.
Right here in front.
Let's do it right in front of this. Yeah, you're right. Get closer. Come on, it's windy. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so this is our educational segment, all right? And we're actually, the first video, you're lucky if you're seeing this, we're combining the educational segment with the law enforcement presence. So basically what we found out is that statistics show that most cases of basically child happen within the family, okay? or they happen with somebody they know and close to them. As you can see with this guy, he got accused of it by his little sister. And this happened in the family, somebody close that you know, okay? Statistics show that, all right? And then statistics also show that 70% of youngins, 12 to 17, get messaged by a stranger online. That is statistically true. And what else is statistically true, according to the educational segment? 30,000 kids go missing every year, according to the statistics show the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So, with that being said, that is our educational segment, right in front of the law enforcement, as you can clearly see right here. And yeah, so enjoy the video, leave a like, and be sure to sub to the Rumble in the pinned comment. Thank you.